Part 8. The city invents a new excuse. When Hani and Michael believed they had finally solved the landlock, just when they had a signed contract for access, just when the city itself approved their plan, the city changed the rules again. They moved the goalpost. They rewrote the story. They invented a new reason to stop them. The new excuse: the land is flag-shaped. After approving the access solution, after telling them everything was fine as long as they bought the strip of land, the city suddenly claimed, "You cannot build. The property is a flag-shaped lot." And under Broward County ULDR rules, flag lots are not allowed. A brand new excuse. A rule they never mentioned before. Not in emails, not in meetings, not during research, not during the purchase, not when the plan was approved. Nothing. This was the first time anyone had ever said the words flag lot to Hani and Michael. The city ignored the real problem. Again for almost a year. The city refused to acknowledge. There was no entrance, there was no exit, there was no access. The land could not be maintained by law. The land was effectively confiscated from its owners. But suddenly, after Hani and Michael solved the access issue themselves, the city found a new roadblock. Now the shape of your land is the problem, not the lack of access, not the failure to disclose, not the landlock, not the zoning negligence. Now the shape. A shape they themselves helped create through decades of bad mapping and inconsistent records. The city's demand: hire an attorney, apply for a variance, hope for a miracle. The city told them, "You need a variance. This is your only option." A variance is expensive, complicated, rarely approved, nearly impossible without political connections, and absolutely unfair for a family that was already harmed by the city. But Hani and Michael had no choice. They were desperate. They were cornered. The land they paid for, the land they maintained by law, the land they fought for, was still useless. The variance application with no other path available. They hired an attorney and submitted the variance request. PLN BOA 241100001. This was not a choice. It was a forced move, a survival move, a last attempt to make the land usable. And yet, even this process would become another battlefield. Because the city wasn't done, not even close. The fight was about to get harder. Speech balloon comment, part 9, if you want to see what happened when the city tried to block the variance, and how far officials went to deny Hani and Michael their constitutional right to use their own land.